mouth syndrome, and there's some interesting stuff coming out at the moment. Possibly Google itself is a leaker. Whether that's true or not is up to debate, but people have found some interesting things online at the moment, and just searching bands and their names on Google, it comes up with some results. I've gone over the Leaks for Download Festival previously, and they are by a known leaker, so their credibility is a little bit better than this. When you search those same bands and UK summer tour with next year's date, you come up with the results of them being at Download Festival. Some people have noticed this and decided to check other bands and see what comes up. And what we have is a possible leak for Reading and Leeds next year. Let's have a look at it. Posts have turned up on Reddit and Twitter saying if you search Green Day UK Tour 2024 on Google and you scroll down to the dates, Reading Festival comes up. That's kind of cool. I mean, with the leaks already for download, they're out of the running for that, so this would be kind of cool. There is some interesting issues about this though, because the other bands listed, Blink-182, Post Malone, Paramore, Travis Scott, Royal Blood and Youngblood. Now, if those would be the two main stage headlines for each event, that's actually not a bad situation for Reading. I know Reading isn't Reading Rock Festival anymore, which is why I have very limited interest in going to it. And with it being, as evidenced from this year, the GCSE results party that every child goes to, those are some very, very interesting headliners for it. I don't quite see Green Day, Blink and Paramore working with that crowd, but it could be an attempt to drag an older audience into it. I don't know if it would sell me on it though. The main issue being, Blink are notorious for pulling out of events, and the 1975 are notorious for filling headline slots at Reading. So, it is a very interesting one. Whether these are actually going to happen or not is, again, just conjecture and just rumour. No official announcements have been made yet, much like the download situation, but this does feel like it would effectively be a good and reasonable pull for them. Blink, Paramore and Green Day would work well for an older crowd to come back to. There's just something there that's screaming for the 30-year plus person to turn up and see. Paramore having their return, Blink having a return, and Green Day do tour, but it's not as regular as people would like it. Travis Scott, Youngblood and Royal Blood being the other three would give it that different edge that is more in line with what Reading Leeds has been offering in recent years. Youngblood's an interesting one. Young act, yeah, quite good at what he does. Obviously, I'm not really in that circle. I believe the Youngblood stands are fucking mental and creepy. Travis Scott has enough problems of his own, but as we've seen with other festivals, it doesn't really matter if they're a problematic act and they're headlining, because people will still go regardless and they ignore all these issues. Royal Blood, I know fuck all about. I will look into them in a minute. I will look into them before I edit this together, so I know who they are and what they're about. And Post Malone is such a varied artist that he could appeal to everyone. He would certainly sort out the older crowd, as he's got a history in he has a history of being a little indie kid, and he does respect a lot of the older music, like when he put out his Nirvana acoustic stuff a while back. So it would be quite interesting to see if he was a headliner, if he would actually like to do a little tribute to old Kurt and the boys, and pull off his favourite track, or cover one that they did at Reading. Now this post I found did try and search other acts that are around the Reading Leeds headliner sort of area, and they searched Kasabian, Fred again, O-Rod and Doja Cat, and they did not find any postings leading it to believe there were any possibility of Reading nor Leeds in their lineup. So this is an interesting one. They are just rumours, they're not leaks. There is the possibility that someone has put something out there. I don't know. Luckily this isn't one I'm ever too fussed with, but if you are, let me know what you think. This is the first, suppose, round of leaks coming out from Reading and Leeds, so let me know down in the comments. This doesn't affect me in any way. I'm still going to try and do what I'm going to try and do. Let me know. See you.
I pray my soul is mine to keep. My soul can never step outside this bed. Never.